Hello, I am Kodili-nye. Welcome back. Returning subscribers, you are welcome to the family. And the new subscribers, thank you for choosing us. And all subscribers, you are the backbone of this channel, where we discuss about several things. We are informative, we are educative, and we are also entertaining. Thank you for joining us. We are going to talk about the United Nigeria Airways. United Nigeria Airways, Airlines. We are going to talk about that concerning the Chinua Achebe International Passenger and Cargo Airport at Umueri, Anambra State. You could recall that recently United Nigeria Airlines advertised that is starting Kano to Anambra, Anambra to Kano, and they also advertised about Kano to Asaba. And he has started the Asaba, but the Anambra has not been started. We just want to discuss about that and the need for more progress at Chinua Achebe International and Passenger Airport at Umueri, Anambra State. Remember to like this and remember to put on notification channel. Remember to comment. Remember to share this to many people so that they will be informed of what's going on in the homeland. Remember, our homeland must be livable and prosperous homeland. It must be a final destination and not a departure launch. And for us to do that, we must get the airport at Umueri working properly and working in the right way. So thank you for staying patient with us as we do justice to this discussion. We are talking about United Airlines and Chinua Achebe International Passenger and Cargo Airport at Umueri, Anambra State, Nigeria. So thank you for our Nigerian fans for always bringing to our attention things to react to, things to discuss about. So United Nigeria Airline is owned by one of Anambra State men and women of timber and caliber, Chief Okonkwo from Ogidi. Actually, this guy is doing a great thing. He's doing wonderful. He's helping to develop not just Anambra State but Nigeria by getting involved in the risky business of aviation, because you know aviation is not a walk on the park. It's a very risky business, but also can be profitable if managed properly. And that's why we are going to discuss the progress he has been making and what he needs to do, because charity also begins at home. So now, I want to also to commend him for starting off the Kano to Asaba route and the Asaba to Kano route. But now, as he has advertised, and many people were waiting for the Anambra to Kano and Kano to Anambra to start. People want to know what has delayed him, because he actually announced it and they put it on their website that they're going to start it. What has delayed him? Because lots of people last Christmas wanted to use that line, that route, but we are disappointed that they couldn't get the ticket. And at the moment, no information has been given out. Like most Nigerian companies, they don't actually stay tuned to their fans or their customers. They don't actually relate things to them. And they always keep people in in dark. So it's not very good for any business. So I wanted to look at what people said here about it, and people are reacting to that, and they are discussing about that. He should have started that. They know that maybe he's struggling with a lack of capacity because of not having enough planes. But you shouldn't put a cat out of the bag without knowing that you don't have the capacity to do that. I know that he need a lot of planes to in order to maintain those routes. Is adding to his this thing. Although that recently he take delivery of a lot of plane, but still it's still a drop in the ocean, because unlike Air Peace, that is also from Anambra State, he hasn't got that much planes. So now, United Airline must look at a way of getting Kano to Umueri up and going before Easter. If they have not met the target last Christmas, they should look at satisfying their teaming fans and their teaming customers who want to be using that area also. And he should also look at getting Jos to Umueri. Jos to Umueri. Jos to Umueri. It's very, very important for him to open up that area, Jos to Umueri as well. And looking at, I heard that that he also got the regional or international license to fly the plane, to see to delivery of new planes, so that he can also start like Umueri to Accra, and Umueri to Nairobi, Umueri to Kampala, and Umueri, Anambra State to Johannesburg, and Anambra State to Cairo. He should, I think, be ready to, to start that. That's the expectation of many people from the area. They are expecting him to start this as soon as possible, as soon as practical, because it will also help to develop this Chinua Achebe International and Passenger and Cargo Airport at Umueri in Oyi local government, in Anambra East local government of Anambra State, Nigeria. So, and the United Nigeria Airlines board is also advised not to be carried away by not doing the right things first. That people are patronizing this airline should not be taken for granted. That he should also carry his passengers or customers along in every decision, with sending good information to them, so that they will know where and when they are going to do anything concerning the routes they are applying. And we want to respond to that. Any business is based on customer trust, and the customer and the business owner's relationship. As they say in business, that the customer is always right. The customer is the king. United Airlines must maintain that. They must see to their communication department or information department. They must update that to to do a better job of letting the people, the public, know what actually is going on, so that people are not left in the dark. So it's very, very important, and very, very advisable. So I will also commend this airline. They've been actually doing very well, because if you consider that it's not long he started this airline, and he's been doing very, very well, and we must support him. We must support this airline and other airlines that are doing very, very well. So now we are talking about Chinua Achebe International Cargo and Passenger Airport at Umueri. So the governor must look at attracting more investment there. It must attract more investment because attracting more investment will help out to move that airport to the level that it's supposed to be. The airport need a lot of investment. It need a lot of investment, and those investments can only happen if the governor of the state or the government of Anambra state is serious about those investments, because investors need the seriousness of any government for them to put their money in there. So there are a lot of investors that are willing to build the cargo station of Chinua Achebe International Passenger and Cargo Airport at Umueri. There are a lot of them that want to build a airport hotel as part of the Airport City project. The Airport City project was discussed during the before Obiano built that airport. He advertised it there will be Airport City, blah blah blah, and all those things. But nobody, people were expecting, people were talking about it. At the end, was disappointed that Obiano was just talking about it, but he has no concrete plan for that. So, but we shouldn't make that mistake of the past or mistakes of Obiano regime. The people are anticipating that Soludo, should be more serious about this airport. That it seems that the airport is not even one of his priority. But I tell you, and like what I heard from a lot of people that are close to that aviation sector, they think that airport will actually help to bring a lot of positive news and help to accelerate the economy of Anambra State to a higher level if Soludo really invest on that airport. So they give example of if supposing that he has the cargo sheds or cargo warehouses built there, that there are a lot of goods that can be exported from Anambra State through that airport, and it will also help a lot of the small scale industries to market their goods as soon as possible. So, and it will help also the entertainment section of sector of the economy of Anambra State to boom, because Anambra State has potentials in entertainment and small scale industry and a lot of other industrial concerns. So they think that if the state is serious about that, it will also help to increase the tourism sector of the economy. That people will be able to use that airport frequently to travel and to come into the state, and they will bring more people into the state faster than anticipated. So I do think that Soludo need to do more concerning that airport. I know that he has a lot of things in his hands, but how a good administrator is he will be able to put the right people at every area. So he doesn't need to be in everywhere, but he can be everywhere because of the caliber of people that is running the whole place. Considering that Anambra State is one of the A states, the states with population, the state with men and women of caliber, timber and caliber. So, and once you give them the carrots, they will actually deliver. They will actually invest in the state. So the state is now safer. Kudos to Chukwuma Soludo administration. But more need to be done. More need to be done. So the airports, the runways are very good. The only issue at the moment is the terminal building. The terminal can be used at least now that APs and United are using it. You still need to attract 2 or 3 local airlines to be using that, like Ibon Air that declared to that their intention to start using that place, but nobody knows if the management of the airport has pursued that. And others like Green Airline and many others. So they should try to attract those other airlines into that airport, so that the airport will be much more busier than it is at the moment. So that, because the airport need at least between 500,000 to 1,000,000 passengers a year to be sustainable. So that's how it is. Our airports, you have to have 500 to 1,000,000 passengers a year to be sustainable, so that the airport will pay for itself. So at the moment, I know that because of the issue of restiveness in the eastern Nigeria that happened some years, it actually nearly delayed the airport. But thank God we are moving out of that. We are looking at developing the economy of Nigeria, economy of eastern Nigeria, economy of Anambra State. So Soludo must look at a way to encourage those investors who are declared interest to develop that place. And he must also secure the airport city project. He must also secure the airport city project. So, and they can partner with APs that want to do turnaround maintenance facility or hangar in that airport. He must also encourage United to build also airport hangar in that airport as well, because it will help also to generate employment. Airpeace wanted to build aviation school in that place. So the governor of Anambra State must also help out in that. He can build a school in partnership with Airpeace and get a lot of people from Anambra State enrolled in that place. The government can give like each of 180 something towns in Anambra State at least one person or two scholarship on that aviation school to make it moving as part of getting more people from Anambra State into aviation, because at the moment you can see that we have fewer people that can actually drive the plane. So we need to get that up and running. The government can build that aviation school in partnership, or after building it, give it out to APs or one of them to run. So they can do that. They can do the aviation school. They need to build the aviation school so that that place, at least, it's not a waste, because it's part of the educational system. It's part of bringing in much needed skill in the state. So, and those as APs, Bose and one other airline said that they pay around 4,000 to 6,000 dollars every month to pilots, and most of those pilots are not from Nigeria. And he said also, when he was talking to Anambra State, former Anambra State governor, he said a lot of the pilots that are piloting his airline are not even from Anambra State. So that Anambra hasn't got much people. They don't have even people that drive those plane. So showing that he was asking Obiano then that if he can partner with him, they can build that, and he can give a scholarship to people so that they can learn how to drive plane or pilot plane, whatever they call it, the terms you use on that. So now is the time for Soludo to build the aviation college, college at that airport, at Chinua Achebe International Airport. It should build that and partner with Air Peace and United Airline and other airlines to train a lot of people from Anambra State on aviation. So it's very, very important for as part of a calculated or measured or planned way of development. So it will actually help the state, not just in the short term, but in the long term. So let's think about that. If you are joining this video, we are talking about the United Nigeria Airline, Chinua Achebe Airline, Chinua Achebe Airport, and Aviation College. What the governor must do, the governor must build the aviation college. The aviation college is very important. So we must not stress it enough. We keep on talking about it, and it's very, very important. And there's one thing that the Air Peace boss spoke with Obiano when I was discussing with Obiano about building a resort. So the resort will actually help the airport in the short and the long term. It was during that time Obiano has some few months to go. He said to Obiano he can flag it up and the other government will complete it. To be frank, Obiano did not actually understand him when he was talking about that. You know, the holiday makers has to use resorts. If you create a big resort as part of the airport city or nearer to the airport or one of the adjoining towns and villages, what happens is that many people will come into that resort, and let's say in a year, every year, something like between 50 to 100,000 use that resort. And you know, most of them will use that airport. And once they use that airport, you know, it keep the airport busy. That's what the Air Peace man was talking about. In UK here, there's a place they call Chessington World Adventure. That Chessington World Adventure bringing millions of people every year to UK. And they use Gatwick and Heathrow Airport just to enjoy themselves there. And I've seen hundreds of Nigerians from Nigeria going there with their family. They're coming from Nigeria, and they have to use the Gatwick Airport and the Heathrow Airport. Think about that if you build resorts. And the resort to have everything, water parks, a lot of things you can think about. So in the off-peak seasons, it will be having something like 1,000 people, you know, going in there. In the peak seasons, it will be having like 50 to 100,000 people flooding in there, and off they go. So that will help the airport, and the Air Peace guy, he knows his onions when he was talking to the former governor of Anambra State concerning that. So now it's up to Soludo to revisit that, to do it in partnership with investors. He can do that with the partnership, in partnership with the investors who can actually develop that something like similar to Chessington World Adventure. You know, I listened to the Emir of Dubai, and he was talking about how he changed Dubai. He went to America and saw the big game parks there, 10 parks there, and he said he called the people and said and inquired about the people that built that. He said to them, "Come, you must build something bigger than that in Dubai." That's how a progressive leader does. So we must look at building that some similar to Chesington World Adventure in Anambra State. We must build that. If I were to advise the governor of Anambra State, Obunike Cave, Obunike Cave can be transformed into this. Obiano talked about that during his this thing that investment of this blah 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 has been that we will see that, but nothing was done. Completely nothing was done because he hasn't got the vision, he hasn't got the mission. So he's just talking for the sake of the press and the people who were hailing him that he's going to turn around that place. And the wife was also from Obunike, and the wife didn't see it necessary to push him on that. So now, Soludo need to look at building that Obunike cave into that. A resort that will bring in millions of people every year to Anambra State. And a lot of them will be using the airport. So you will see a way of developing it phase by phase. Getting the hotels, accommodations, building up the environment there, expanding it, building the water parks, building the warm water parks there, building cold water, building ice skating, a lot of other things, developing convention centers there, developing a lot of things, games inside that place. Make sure that those lands that people are, the land speculators are getting in there to, to get, to see to recovery of those lands. So this will help to bring about the Chinua Achebe International Passenger and Cargo Airport, Umueri, in a right footing. It will make it to be not just viable, but one of the airports that to be talked about. People will be going there and saying, "Oh, let's go to this Chinua Achebe Airport and see what's going on there." You can also build a Chinua Achebe International Entertainment Hub around the airport city. You can build that, or ICT, or anything. You can build all those things, or Chinua Achebe International Health Park. So this can actually help to increase the patronage of that airport. So I do believe if the governor is determined that he can accomplish a lot. He can accomplish a lot. He can accomplish a lot. So he needs to be more proactive. He need to also beam his satellite or beam his light on that airport and seeing to that the airport is doing very, very well. I must also commend Mr. Martin, that is Wafo, that is the managing director there, but he also need to be more proactive because up till now they have not put the boarding area terminal very well. They have not put it in. I don't know what they call it. Departure. I've forgotten what they call. If you remember what it's called, please write it on the comment section. I am Kodili-nye. I want to hear from you about what we are discussing. I want to hear your comments and their idea on how to make that airport more viable. I want to hear your comments. I want to hear your comment. I want to hear your ideas. Remember, this an interaction session is a discussion session, and the more you join in this, it will help us to get the attention of the government. Remember, together with you, we can form a pressure group that will be able to, waking up politicians and the policymakers to do what they're supposed to do. Because if we are not speaking out, if we are not discussing about it, they might be living in their own world. Remember, in the past, we are hearing Willie is walking, and there people find out there's nowhere he was walking truly. So we shouldn't repeat that mistake again. We should be proactive. We should own the homeland. Our homeland must be livable and a prosperous homeland. And it must be a final destination and not a departure point. So your help is needed. Remember to share most of these things to many of the places. Share about it so that they will be talking about it. And the more they are talking about it, like now we are having the wind of our colonial, the think home ideology that is blowing everywhere in Alibo, especially in Anambra State, that has its headquarters in Anambra State. We must continue to talk about things. And the more we are discussing about it, the more we are going to reap from it. So thank you very much for always supporting us. I do appreciate you. I do cherish all the time you have spent to watch our videos. Thank you very, very much for always getting involved in all our discussions. Remember, we discuss about United Nigeria. We discuss about the Chuno Achebe airport, and we discuss about results. The governor need to get the results up and running, and the aviation college. That's what we discuss. Thank you, and may the Lord who who has a greater plan for you continue to be with you as you seek to the good of others. May the Lord reward you. And as you support this channel, my prayer is that all my subscribers will be protected, blessed this year by God Almighty. In God's own year, 2024, our year of exceeding miracle. God bless you. And I'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned. Bye.